smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when I tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual.
Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the New York Giants and the Chicago Bears. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. That's fielded in the end zone.
Come on, fellas.
Ready up.
55, Mike 55.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And there to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Hey!
Mike 58, right there. Get your swarm on.
Be careful.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll set up a throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Rashawn Gary just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
5.
They'll look to throw here. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
6-6, pull it high. Snap.
Throwing Jones. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 60 or. Yeah.
58, right over there.
Hey, wahoo!
Throwing on 1st down. Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36.
Two jet bombers. Smooth. Big Trevor.
Jones now operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, echo.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike.
Now Jones. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Hey, Charlie.
58, come on. Hey, let's get that ball, Dean. Let's get that ball.
Ready?
Operating from the gun. Jones. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor?
He's got him in, complete. Well, they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
58, boy, 58, 58, come on. So we got man.
Hey, Delta.
2nd and 6. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
X3. 218, chop.
58, come
Go,
on.
go.
Strip that ball. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Snap.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, exit.
58, come on. No game on this defense, no game.
Yo, go. Hey, foxtrot. Hit it.
Here's Jones to throw again. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
First down, New York.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Topper!
Check, Mike 21, right?
Bravo!
3 bud.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Watch the screen.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Hey, high 7.
58 the mic. 58. 58 the mic. 3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Army, Army. Army, Army.
From just shy of midfield, Jones is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw. Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
General West.
Right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I got you, son. I got you, son.
Yep.
I didn't want over here. I didn't want over here.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Jones operating from the gun. He's got his man here. It's Green. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
And the Giants first down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Rosas' kick is good. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain...
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Down. 50. Plant.
58 to Mike. Switch up, switch up.
Hey, Haywood.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Hey, keep it up, keep it up.
Go.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Throwing on second down. Jones. Going right side here, and that's complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Ready?
Mike, 58, right there.
Look at me. Zipper. 5.
58, Mike. Here we go.
Shoot.
Jones now throwing on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down, Giants.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey.
Hey, 58's the mic. Well, 58's the mic. You got nothing today.
Hey, Orbit.
58's
Five.
They run the counter. McFarland. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Get in the white room.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Hey.
Get moving, man. Man, move it. You got to get that. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Let's make these babies cry all the way, man. Greystone, travel. Smooth.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 3.
Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. Coming to you. New Mike 52. Mike 52. Watch the run. Watch the run. You're soft, baby. That's baby soft.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got Green. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal. Oh, how about this on first and goal? And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
They come out here in the I. From the 2 now, second and goal.
You draw portion.
He's crossing. He's checking cross.
And they'll run it here. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. From 3 yards out. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
Go.
Bumps up the helmet. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 20.
Hey, Alpha.
Check Mike 21. All day, just like that.
5.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 52's the mic. Check 50.
Go.
No. Check that.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now back to throw. That's complete to Slayton. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
Hey, exit.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot. Just
got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Julio Jones, 38 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
Looking to throw. Jones. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Jones now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. McFarland. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Set. 30 base. Hey, box drop.
Here's Jones operating from the gun. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
The Bears take over.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back to throw here. And an alley to run. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. 10-2 stop. X3. 218, chop it. Yo, 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 go, go.
Hey, check, Mike 21, check.
Hey, Zoo.
You can't hang.
Ready, ready.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Now on 4th down, honors the punt team sending this one away. Watch out for him on the return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some.
They've got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. And even 40 yards. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards.
Down. 60 or.
game situation. Let's go.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
52, right 52. I got you.
Back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Now! Hey, Haywood!
From the gun, Jones. And he rifles one incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find a completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Yep. Five.
Check Mike 21, check Mike 21. I got it. Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike 21. Check pass.
Now.
Jones now throwing again. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 47 yards. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to win. And right now it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And right now it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. This would put them in the NFC title game. And he got it. The kick is good. He splits the uprights. And in doing so, he sends them to the NFC title game. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Chicago.
already know what time it is, playing skills, you did. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, I'm in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch 'cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating 'cause I on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, flash. I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked, long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip.